When you take your English 2 final, you will be answering multiple choice questions. You will also be given questions or prompts, and you will be asked to write a written response to them. There are a few simple steps to ensure that you write a good written response. Number 1, read the prompt carefully. Decide what you are being asked. Then make a plan. Here is an example of a prompt. At this time, tsunamis cannot be predicted. Describe one financial benefit of being able to predict the arrival path of a tsunami. Include one example from the text to support your answer. The first sentence in your written response must be a sentence that specifically answers the prompt. Here is an example. A financial benefit of being able to predict the arrival path of a tsunami is, and then you would find your answer within the article. Notice that my specific answer to the prompt in my first sentence includes the same words that are in the prompt: financial benefit, predict, arrival path, and tsunami. I know that these words will be spelled correctly because you can check them with the words that are spelled in the prompt. The second sentence in your written response should provide an example that supports your answer, and this example should come from the article. But remember that when you explain something and provide an example, it may take 2 or 3 sentences. Your final sentence in your written response should be a simple conclusion. It should wrap up the ideas that you just wrote about in your response. Now let's look at what these sentences might look like using all of these steps. The first one, a financial benefit of being able to predict the arrival path of a tsunami is that people can escape to higher ground ahead of time. This is the first sentence of my written response, and it specifically answers the question. My second sentence will provide an example. I will read it. For example, if more people can escape to higher ground, there will be less injury. Hospital costs will be reduced because they are treating fewer people. In my second sentence, I provide an example. I then added a second sentence to explain it in a little more detail. I went ahead to show how hospital costs specifically would be reduced because of fewer injury. And finally, my last sentence is a concluding sentence. It wraps up the ideas I've just talked about. Predicting the arrival path of a tsunami could save lives and money. And finally, these sentences are all connected together to form one good paragraph that specifically answers the prompt. A financial benefit of being able to predict the arrival path of a tsunami is that people can escape to higher ground ahead of time. For example, if more people can escape to higher ground, there will be less injury. Hospital costs will be reduced because they are treating fewer people. Predicting the arrival path of a tsunami could save lives and money. Note that it is very important that the prompt asks me about the financial benefit. So it was very important that I explained how costs would be reduced, because costs being reduced would be a financial benefit. If I didn't include that, I would not have specifically answered the prompt. The key to a good written response is making sure that it focuses on answering the question specifically.